I'm gonna have trouble on my phone.
All right. Oh, wait a minute.
We live. We are. Hey. We are live. Hey, this is the girl, Arthur Pamela J. And Miss LT. Book in the Dream. Sador Radio presents Brown Girl Hashtag. We got this. We are live today in Queens on location at the Wild Orchid. So yes, come out. We got some great artists coming through. Wild Orchid Lounge. Some of the artists are Ace, John Daniels, Diamond. And we're gonna get our own Author Pamela J to do her song. Yeah, we're gonna talk into it. So right now, you guys, listen to our tune. Please continue to live in, and we're gonna be right back. Well, I'm gonna step off from this.
Yeah.
A legacy of doing the best we can.
No.
We're not live on the radio. No, we have live on the radio.
Okay. And Coda. I'm on that, right?
No, we not. Hey everybody, this is your girl Arthur Pamela J. And we are
where's that
live. Brown Girl Hashtag. We got this on Sador Radio. Miss LT is back. She's feeling really great. Way better. I'm so happy. Yes, it is. Too horrible. But it's all right though. So we're so happy to be back with you. I'm so happy that everybody is tuning in. Yes, we are live.
Okay, I just got it.
Good. Okay, so we're going to be playing the Brown Girl Message of Love remix shortly. And then we're going to get into our topic of the day. And then we're going to get into our showcase. So we're going to be having a wonderful, amazing shows for you guys today. We have Ace standing by, ready to perform for you guys. Y'all got to make sure you follow him. We're going to come back with all of his information. We have Author Pamela J here. Hey. Can you get out of Facebook and talk to people? I'm talking to the people. She's in Facebook Live, y'all. I'm on Facebook Live and I'm on Sador Radio Live, and we are live on the our engineer. We have any technical difficulties?
No technical difficulties, but we clear it up within 2 seconds.
No, we're not. That's what I told you. No, well, at least we live on YouTube. Yeah, we're live. We're gonna be live on the radio soon. We having some technical difficulties. Watch us here for now and Facebook. Hey! He's so silly.
I don't know what the hell I did wrong.
Oh my God. Let him get on TViewer. But we do have a special treat for you guys. You know that. We're going to be on longer today. Yeah, we're going to be on at least an extra hour since we have so many amazing performances and interviews. And now that we have the technical difficulties on the radio, then we're going to absolutely be on a little bit longer. But thank you guys so much for tuning in.
1356.
Jamar, hi. Michael Parker, hi. Thanks for tuning in. Into our show. Hashtag we got this. Oh, I miss you too. Hey, I miss you, Ladybug. Hi, Charlene. Hey, her name is Charlene. Charlene, excuse me. I'm supposed to pronounce it right. Latoya. Hey, Latoya, thanks for tuning in. Thanks. Oh, we have the same name. Oh, it's my beauty.
Okay, let me get it. Z as in zebra.
What's this thing?
Hi.
968
M as in Mike.
Hey,
Q as in Queen.
We're having a little bit of difficulties, but we are live on YouTube and we're going to get the music on. And we're going to work it out. So talk to me about something. Well, actually, why don't we talk about today's topic? So the purpose of doing the showcase today was that we wanted to bring unity within our community. There's so many talented artists such as Ace and John Daniels, Jug the Illest from PA. Everybody's doing such great things, and we wanted to give them a platform, a little forum for them to expose themselves and expose themselves, to the world and on our show and get them out there. Ace, are you on live? You should be live on Facebook, Instagram, whatever you do. You should be live. All your followers should be watching us. You ain't on the radio. This is real. You can't get no realer than this.
Is it because we don't have Wi-Fi?
I miss y'all. I was so sick, and now I gotta make up. Y'all getting double Toya. Y'all getting double Miss LT. Yay! She knows she loves it.
Oh Jesus, Lord. Oh Lord.
I missed you too, Sean. I miss all of y'all. Y'all are so beautiful. I love you guys.
Now we good. Hold on. After this, we're gonna be on the air.
So we not on air.
We broadcasting definitely now, right?
It's playing on the air. Y'all are getting such
all right, thank you.
Material. I'm so glad y'all.
And all I gotta do is hit the talk button.
Check this out.
When I'm gonna talk, right? This one.
They are playing my song right now.
And I'm sitting there yelling at Ace. I'm yelling at Ace, one of our performers, and I didn't even go on live. Author Pamela J's on live.
All right,
I'm always live.
Because she like being live, but I'm gonna be live right now. You do all the way turned up live.
Excuse me here. I was so much cuter, but I got wet in the red, so this is what you get.
Hi, Facebook. We're live on Brown Girl hashtag. We got this.
You want me to cut it off?
Orchid Lounge. Come by. We're gonna be here all evening. 11148 Lefferts Boulevard in Queens. Come check out the show. Come check out our showcase.
Mark,
you need to say hi, Author Pamela.
Hi guys, you guys are beautiful. Thank you for tuning in. Love you guys.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you go to YouTube
and subscribe. Hit the button
and search Sador Radio, and then you subscribe to us, and you'll get our show every second and fourth Sunday. Where we do it, and we do it big, and we do it cute. Look around. Our engineer, check out Ace on the low. See, that's what superstars look like. That's what superstars. They be in the cut. Superstars do that. That's what y'all gotta do. Hey, Ricky. Thanks, cuz, for checking me out. What y'all think about my green hair? Let me get a consensus. What y'all think? How's he doing? Am I rocking the green? Am I pulling off the green, y'all? Let me know if I'm pulling it off. Somebody say something. Miss Ladybug on YouTube. Am I pulling off the green here? I don't know if you can tell if it's green, but it's green. I'm trying to feel a little holiday-ish. You know what I'm saying? Holiday-ish.
Perfect.
Hi. Hi, Sandra. With my sister-in-law. Hi, baby. Say hi to Sandra.
All right, Mark. Hi, Sandra. Thank you for coming in, showing out. Please subscribe.
Okay, so do y'all hear the Brown Girl Letter of Love? The remix.
I guess you're gonna be the whole show, huh?
I guess.
You know what? I believe in him. We really would love others, but you know what?
Somebody just say that.
Jay Daniel has arrived! Yay! Hey. So, our artists are pulling in.
Hey, it's your girl, Author Pamela J.
And Miss LT.
It is Sador Radio's Brown Girl hashtag. We got this. Thank you for tuning in. We had some technical difficulties earlier, but we are now live. We are on the radio. Everything is good.
And we're excited to be here doing this for you guys every second and fourth Sunday.
And on location, where we at today?
At the Wild Orchid Lounge on 11148 Lefferts Boulevard in Queens. These chairs is wobbly. I'm gonna go down.
So please come by and check us out. This is our showcase. Our Halloween, well, we didn't get Halloween today. It was raining. My hair's wet. This is the way I look. Take it. Take me as I am. Okay.
No, that's her costume. She working it out. I'm green and she wet.
I'm wet.
All right, we look good. We doing it.
So what we talking about today?
So once again, with today's show is about unity, how we want to reach out to the community and look for that talent that is so much of a secret. And we have so much great talent in the house with us tonight. We have what do you think about unity? I can't. I need you to talk. It's radio.
No, but I just you threw me off. I think unity in the Black community should be. I'm trying to think of a word.
Really?
Yeah, I really don't have a good one. Okay. I mean, we trying to bring them together and give them a platform to showcase their talents and different things of that nature. And we all should show love and support and make sure that we come out, show out for all events that we give.
Well, what are some of the things that you personally are doing to show unity within the community, plays and stuff? That's and events. I am, aren't I?
Okay, so she wants me to tell you that my first play will be going up, open curtain, the whole curtain, everything, on Saturday, April 18th, 2020. Side Chick the Play, Harlem Musical will be my first play. So that will be in Harlem. And Saturday, April 18th, 2020. So I'm excited.
If you know any talented actors, singers, rappers, lyricists, poets, anything we want to use, we don't want to establish. We're trying to bring up the unestablished.
Yes.
So you guys know anyone, please, at Brown Girl # We Got This Radio at gmail.com. Hi everyone.
Oh my God!
All right.
And then also, we are gonna have it's gonna also be all the music. So we do have some great artists.
And it's a musical, right?
It's a musical.
It's a musical. We're gonna be doing it in. We're gonna do a Black musical.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Okay. Hey, Red. Take it. Give me a song. Oh, you didn't have a song.
Well, while we're still working things out, you guys need to make sure you start checking out Intertwine. Our own Mark 5 of Sador Radio has a YouTube series that's going on live, and you get all new episodes on a regular basis. So you need to make sure you come check them out. SadorRadio.com. You can go on YouTube.com and the Marketplace.
Yeah. Okay, so give us a song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Guys,
we'll be right back.
Come to YouTube and subscribe. Boost up our views. All right, so we go. I'll clean it up.
I just say ain't working. You know what? I'm gonna just have to reach it. I was trying to download from the phone. What is that? I don't know what that is. What is this? That's her. Turn it off.
No, it's
I'm taking this to you. I'm playing another song after this. So what mic are they using? They're not using the mic?
Just say, I don't know. You know what? I gotta play. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that was my fault. I had the mic on, right? So when that green talk lot is supposed to be green when they're talking, right? No, I got it. No, I got it. No, it's just that when the music is on, I didn't have the mic on. So now it's locked. Yeah, but the problem is we don't have a mic for the performance. Yeah. So I don't know how we gonna do that. Nope. Plugging to us.
You gotta talk on your phone.
Now you good. How that is good. She was worried that you called me on your phone, on her phone, that the Wi-Fi was down. But the hotspot is still good. Right, no. I'm looking at the thing, it's still good. Yeah, we never got the Wi-Fi from them. Exactly. All right, so we was, like I said, I don't know if it's, let me see this real quick, all right? Hey.
What should we come out?
Yeah, do new things. Yeah, so that when you start, hopefully you should get here.
We need a mic, though, because that's going to take whatever's off the speaker. And this line is for the broadcast.
And how loud is it?
So do you want to turn it into a talk show? What do you want to do? No.
Yo. Check. Microphone check.
So when you come back, they're gonna hear it through this, through the speaker.
Yes, that's how we're gonna broadcast. Because we're not plugged in. We're not plugged in straight to the system. So keep going with the show. Just keep going with the show. I need her back in. Listen, we gotta improvise.
This is absolutely true, but if your friend keeps running away, how can we stop an improvisation?
That's it? So nobody performs in it. So I could perform from right. Look, you say you perform from right there. You gonna turn that camera around?
That camera is what we gotta turn on.
No, I'm gonna turn this around.
That's not plugged in?
Huh?
That's not plugged in, that camera?
You can't plug it into my thing. I have a USB-C port.
You don't
I
have
don't
the
have the
right
power
cord.
port. I informed her.
This actually can plug into my. No.
We're not on YouTube.
Getting
So
mine.
that's fine. Okay, so.
So you're gonna have to just turn my camera. You're gonna have to turn it on.
All right. I need one more.
So we're gonna do this. It's gonna be the camera. How are you gonna present this? Oh, well, yeah, I'm done with that.
Hey, this is all the Captain and Miss LT. We are back. We're about to have Ace.
Ace. Our first performer.
Is Ace. You talking about?
No, you're not. You're not on the radio yet.
I'm talking live right now. That's fine. Yeah, we talking live. We got Ace. Ace is coming to perform. And guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for giving us love and support. Brown Girl hashtag. We got
3 seconds, y'all. We're coming back.
3 seconds. Okay. Hey, it's your girl Arthur Pamela J.
And Miss LT, a brown girl, hashtag we got this
With Fedora Radio.
on the door.
We are about to go live and we are going to have our first performer, Ace, give us a sample of what he does best, which is rap. That is his thing. So, Ace is about to perform. Ace is from, where's he from?
Yeah.
He's from
Ozone Park, New York.
All right, okay.
What's up, y'all? Oh wait, is this the?
You can hear.
Oh, okay. What's up, y'all? From Ozone Park, New York. Born in Queens, raised in Bushwick, moved back out here. Yeah, and I rap.
and he's good, y'all. He's good.
Okay, so we're about to see Ace give us a show.
I don't know, they're going on right now. So,
Yeah.
I can work with this, man. I work with less. Can you put on? Can you cue up?
So, y'all, this is my artist Ace. He about to rock the house, y'all. He's been in Brazil. He's been overseas. He's been touring. And he's we just having a little technical difficulties right now. But
Yo.
all right, we ready.
We ready.
Yo, hello. What's up, y'all?
Hey.
Oh, snap. This is kind of crunchy, but
he can do it.
if you want to find me on social media, Instagram, Ace Visible. Oh my God, this is hella crunchy. Yo. Can you guys see me? I feel like I'm hiding behind this thing. It's not on purpose. I just released a video on YouTube. It's called Windows 95. I'm singing on it though. I'm not rapping, so it's a little different. Hey, okay. Just waiting on my music.
That's right. Yeah, but you're not gonna hear the music. It's gonna be distorted. It's gotta come like this. Yeah, but it's gotta be like this.
All right.
It can't be this way.
Dang. So I can't move too far, y'all.
He's gonna drown out the music.
Sorry.
And then, can we? And remember this one. It's not. His voice is not gonna come out that speaker. It's gonna sound distorted.
Fast.
It's gonna be distorted. Go ahead.
Dr. Penny also wanted. Hey, Aaron, it's Dr.
All right, so this is a voicemail. It's a real voicemail.
From all of your classes this semester, and I was wondering why.
Yeah.
Dr.
Do your thing, brother.
You would come in.
You got it.
Meet with her.
No, I'm gonna do my thing.
Of course, I appreciate you.
Kind of hard work, but I'm gonna still stand like this just to make sure the microphone is alright. Yeah. Yo, internalizing my struggles, I'm getting hot, take the shuttles. Mama know I smoke now, so I can keep it sudden. The world is trying to burst my bubble, flex it over your muscles. But I'm just trying to keep it humble, stay out of this struggle. My name is Ace Whistle, you probably heard my sound. No keep repping, it's the president in my little town. Cause nobody wanna help you unless you there. Don't nobody care until it's too late. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to follow fate and save my dollar bills. Cause they trying to kill me with this new that. I'm starting to regret higher education, separation of my intellect. Shout out to all my children of the internet. Is it the age of information or the age of lies? Do you really understand me? Cause I think you blind. You trying to find the true love. I'm trying to find my true caller. Picking up the phone and asking me, Ace, where the money, funny fact is I have them. As handsome as I am, and if my looks don't kill, I turn my blue skill to magnum. I'm faded like a phantom, public go face until I how the fuck is hip-hop dead when who takes forever, whatever. I'm rolling down my deep to Brooklyn. If you see the things I've seen, you probably be shook, kid. Probably be shook, kid. Yeah. I came to realize that people want you for your fame. If it was anyone else, they probably do the same thing. Chase swinging, hotlines and stapling. Yeah, my ears ringing from the last show I was at. Back to basics. They wanna fill your head with all the street shit. And let you think they care, but they don't wanna see you make it. Nah, I've been around for too long. My tour was the stuff. I'll see you when I get home. Grown, left upon my teenage life. I've been taking up responsibilities. Left and right, out of sight. Within my mind, I can't find a safe space. Running back and forth between the same places. I hate this irregularity. I need some clarity. Cause my perception is the clouded version of reality. Because I can't take it. For heaven's sake, I need some vacancy. And for everyone to be who they claim to be. It's all the same to me another day in the game. And if I'm gonna win, I gotta play at my pace, yeah. Another day in the game. And if I'm gonna win, I gotta play at my pace, Ace. I'm gonna do another one. It's boom bap.
Yes, please do.
It's also boom bap. I got an album that just dropped on Spotify, Apple, Tidal, all that. It's called Treach Life. I got another album before that called Godfathers, so go check that out.
I didn't follow you.
Follow me on Instagram at AceVizzle. That's AESVISSLE. And if you didn't hear what I said, you could just ask one of our beautiful hosts, and they will tell you.
All right.
That's a little fast. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, perfect. Alright, so I wrote this after I got into an accident. Yo. It feels like lessons been landing on my lap, but I don't think that I'm prepared to deal with these responsibilities. Still trying to figure out infinity, the limit does not exist. I went from prom king to part-time pacifist. If your circle wanna square up, they get locked in triangles. I've cried a lot of tears, but I don't think you comprehend it. Hopeless romanticism, always want a happy ending. I hope you finish the message that you're sending me. I do it better than your maid, always watching Netflix. 3 seasons into a series, you interested? I've been spirited away since House Cassie started walking. I don't talk much if you think that's important. I haven't scored a hook shot since 2006. My house is now on the listing. Been here since I was a kid. Yo, if you can relate to this, please listen. I threw myself a pity party, now I'm a starving artist. Threw myself a pity party, now I'm a starving artist. Threw myself a pity party, now I'm a starving artist. Threw myself a pity party, now I'm a starving artist. Threw myself a pity party, now I'm a starving artist. Threw myself a pity party, now I'm a starving artist. Threw myself a pity party, now I'm a starving artist. I think I'm out of order, think it was Wall Street. Been distancing myself, and no one has even called me. It goes to show what really happens in the flow. On the road to riches, I spent more time behind my desk than in my kitchen. What's written isn't always the truth. The truth is just a popular opinion. Needless to mention, I'm speaking to people who can only see in two dimensions. What's right or wrong? Should I hit a blunt or a bomb? Shorty never listens to my music. It must be confusing, cause I'm not talking about money, car, and clothes. If she got cute toes, I'm probably gonna holler. Got a dollar and retrieve it. Keep your head up. I know it's hard time to keep the bread up. If you fed up, then stop feeding into shit. Keep your mouth shut and your eyes on the finish line. It's about time that I pay my fucking prize. I do myself a pity party, I'm a starving artist. Do myself a pity party, I'm a starving artist. Do myself a pity party, I'm a starving artist. Do myself a pity party, I'm a starving artist. Do myself a pity party, I'm a starving artist. Do myself a pity party, I'm a starving artist. Do myself a pity party, I'm a starving artist. Being honest with myself, I do this for my mental health. I just wanna go on tour with my favorite rappers. Bubblegum chapstick. That's making money off the nonsense is common knowledge. They use it hip hop against the people who don't believe it. The wise pockets say they saw the madness. Pound for pound, love slow rolling in the pizza dough. Keep my mind sharp like pentagrams. Always get to be a resident. Been dodging the law like tax evaders. Sitting in my room masturbating. I know you can't relate to this. Stand up late down in my basement. I think I'm lost in a different time zone. I do myself a pity party, I'm a starving artist. Do myself a pity party, I'm a starving artist. Do myself a pity party, I'm a starving artist. Do myself a pity party, I'm a starving artist. Do myself a pity party, I'm a starving artist. Do myself a pity party, I'm a starving artist. Do myself a pity party, I'm a starving artist. Do myself a pity party, I'm a starving artist. Like I said, my name is Ace Bizzle. You can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, Ace Bizzle. That's AESVISSLE.
Hey, thank you, Ace.
Hey! That was hot.
That was really great.
You guys are back with Sadora Radio, Brown Girl, hashtag we got this. Author Pamela J and Miss LT. Mm-hmm. Yes.
We're about to we're gonna interview our first.
Yes, Miss Nuno. Okay. Yay!
Woo. Please do it.
Right up here, darling.
All right.
This one right there. Beautiful. So, Miss Nuno, how you doing today?
Thank you.
Thank you for allowing us to use Wild Orchid Lounge.
Thank you, guys.
We really appreciate it. So, what's it like being a manager of a club?
It's fun, but it's hard.
Uh-huh.
You're juggling a lot. I do a lot of different events, so this is just one space that I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
So it's very difficult because between homework and managing two places, it's kind of
Okay,
but it's
okay.
fun. It's always fun.
It's always fun.
It's always fun.
That's right. Doing our entrepreneur things. So you mentioned home life. How is your home life? Like, what part of the home life makes it busy and hectic but fun?
I have 2 children who are 6 who have autism. So
Okay.
a lot of our time has to go towards training them. One doesn't speak.
Okay.
So we are always trying to promote them to be better and healthy living and lifestyle. So my time goes towards being mommy, the nurturer, the cook, and then homework. So
Okay. Now, what challenges? Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of females or families dealing with autism. What type of challenges do you face on a daily basis? And then, how do you turn it around and make it something that's better than what the actual situation is?
I think each child is unique. I think each person is unique. Every person is an individual. So how you treat people is never going to be the same.
Mm-hmm.
So when people say, well, you don't treat me like the next person, yeah, no, this is the truth. You don't, because you're not the same. The way we're built is just not the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I've used the same tokens in my life as far as my children go. They are not the same. They're not like a normal child to the standards of what America says is normal. But this is a new normal.
Exactly.
So now it's 1 in 24 kids who are diagnosed with autism on every year basis. So you can just imagine it's gone from 1 in every 10,000 children to 1 in 24. Is it the environment? Is it the vaccinations? We don't know. But as parents, the first thing we have to do is acknowledge that there's a problem.
That it exists.
Yes.
Yes.
And then from there, you just take it one step at a time. You keep prayer first, faith first, God first, and then,
Okay.
just let everything else work itself out.
Okay.
That's how I figure it too. So, fun, happy life.
Yes, exactly. So, what is as far as the two different locations where you have your events, what challenges do you face in that?
Being here in a
Sure.
lounge
Mhm.
is harder because you're trying to get people to come out, to spend money, to want to party.
Mhm.
So you have to have the right music, the right DJ, and the right combination of people. So it's a little harder when you're doing that and you're running around so much. You need to have a proper team to be able to do it. A lot of the hard things that are coming into a team is people don't put in the same effort that you might put in. So how do you find the best team to do this kind of stuff with?
Mhm.
And, it's just like now I'm revamping. I'm said, I took off a whole year doing spiritual work and just trying to redefine who I am. So now that I'm back in it, it's like, okay, now we have to find the perfect team. Now we have to work. Let's move. Because if you want to be where you got to be, you got to make moves. The other place is a little different because it's private parties. And I love doing kids' parties. I love doing events for autism. We have a Pamper Me pop-up coming out where mothers get to come out, women of all nationalities. Even if you don't have kids, we work hard. We hustle every day.
Mhm.
So they get to come out and get free face shoes. And at the same time, they get to meet people like authors. They get to meet, I have a yoga specialist coming, a chiropractor coming. They get to meet different people.
So they get the network.
They get to network.
That's nice.
And while you're getting loved on, you're spending a little bit of money versus you're not spending enough. I always tell my friends, every paycheck, make sure you get something. If you
For
get nothing,
yourself.
yes,
Exactly.
you have to do something for yourself. If not, you lose yourself in this life.
Which is absolutely true.
So yeah, I think that's the difference with the two.
Okay.
But I like them both.
Yeah, that's good. So now, like, what type of someone of yourself who's starting to come out like you, what would you suggest for them to pack a lounge or even just to get anybody?
Have the right team. Have
Mhm.
people who understand that, we're trying to empower each other. This world is already separated. Let's try and bring them back in and bring them back in the right way. We grew up in an era where we partied, where we danced, where we knew good music, where we all
Rent parties.
right. We came back from a different genre.
Yes,
These kids don't know about a
everything. They
bashment.
don't.
They don't know about a basement bashment. They don't know what that means. You like bashment? That's like, where you from, Jamaica? No, this is Flatbush stuff. So they don't understand that. So always have a good DJ. Don't have a DJ who thinks that he's bigger than what he is. If your DJ can't bring in a crowd of his own, then he's really not that known. So make sure you have the right music behind you. Even if he doesn't have a following, he can gain a following if he's humble. Pride, ego, that destroys you. So I would say make sure you have a good DJ. Make sure you're in a good place. What the people here know what your contract is. If the bar belongs to somebody, you need to know what you need to charge at the door for you to make ends meet, because you got to pay your staff like you got to pay your staff.
Exactly. Okay. You had mentioned that you were on a spiritual journey for the last year.
Yeah.
Can we touch on that? What type of journey were you on, and
I
where
was
is it taking you?
Yes, I was a minister in training for a year. I became a desecrated minister during that time. I did not get ordained. A lot of things stepped in the way, not on my end personally, but just in the church as a form of its own. A church is a business like anything else, and without certain things and entities, it's bound to fall. So just learning God and learning more into what that means, because people are like, oh yeah, God, okay, yeah, praise God, thank God, but do you really know what you're praising? Just like, every nation or every religion has something different to learn about it. So I'm not one that's like, oh, okay, well, my religion is better than yours. I'm reading what I'm reading. I believe in God, so I wanted to learn more about that. I wanted to build my faith for my kids and for my family, for myself more so. So I took that journey, and I'm very happy with where I ended up with it and what I know. Still going back to church, still meeting a whole bunch of bishops and deacons and elders in the line of work that I do. I work for a holistic office. So everything is natural. And in working in that office, you get to meet a lot of new people. So I get to meet a lot of spiritual people, archbishops. It's good to be fun. So my journey was pretty good.
Okay.
What led you to even did something occur to make you even want to go on a spiritual journey or to
No,
enter seminary?
I think I got old.
Elaborate.
You know, when I used to go to church when I was younger, I used to go because my mom made me go to church.
Mhm,
So when you get older and things start happening in life, and you're just like, okay, yeah, okay, do you really know God? Is it really what it's supposed to be? So I decided for myself that I needed to go and I needed to see if what God was for me, if it's, you know, the same out there.
Okay.
So it ended up being really a great experience, learning the books of the Bible, learning the order of how church works. And just knowing those different types of things became like part of me, became part of who I am.
Okay.
And because I empower people so much and I do a lot of women empowerment,
Okay.
I always spoke to women. I always had a different anointing when it came to talking to people about their issues.
Okay.
So becoming a minister was kind of like the next step for me.
Great.
So
Okay.
What is your denomination?
I was Pentecostal Baptist.
Oh, okay.
But yes, but the doctor's office I work for is non-denominational. So I get to go to events for SDA churches and Jehovah's Witnesses and even Catholic churches. We go around and do events to all different places to just bring light to holistic care rather than basically life without medicine and surgery. So yeah, it's
So the doctor is a holistic doctor.
he's a holistic doctor, but he's non-denominational.
Okay.
But he does. We talk about God all the time. He quotes a lot from B.J. Palmer's book, who discusses God and entity. So definitely is a Christian fearing type of environment.
Okay.
So do you practice holistic medicine for
I
your
do.
children and for yourself?
I do. I actually do. Since I've been working, it's been 5 months now. I've been going for myself as well as my kids, and there's so many different changes in them and as well as myself. I am a chronic asthmatic. I haven't been on my medication since I started. So it's, you know, it's things that are different. I want to say testimonies and journeys that we are reaching, and we have grown. Our company itself has grown like 100%. So I think that that's good. People are becoming more aware.
Yeah. No, because I hear a lot about holistic stuff nowadays. So I'm like, oh, that's cool.
I didn't even know what it was when I took the job. I'm being honest. I had no idea. I had to call my best friend, like, what does that mean exactly? But now,
Yeah, no, that's good.
now we know.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, how long has the doctor been in?
He's been in practice 17 years.
Okay, so holistic, 17 straight.
Straight years.
That's great. Okay.
17 straight years.
And he's an MD though.
No, he's not. He's a chiropractor. He's a
Okay.
chiropractic doctor.
Okay. All right. That's
So then there's always, if you ever look, there's always like a war between medical and chiropractic doctors because what they believe.
Yeah. Oh,
exactly.
But they always say we are real because people act like they're not real doctors.
Right.
They are. They have
Just
to go
like
to
a
school. Like
Mhm.
exactly.
You have to
They-
go to med
that ain't
school.
no day for your teeth, but they still a doctor. So
Right.
yeah.
That's how it's okay. That's how it's okay.
Okay. So, is there any other exciting things going on in Miss New News
A
world?
whole bunch is going on. I'm so excited. This Saturday coming up, I have a big charity ball coming up. It's a Great Gatsby theme. I hope everybody can come out. It's
Yes.
awesome. I am tagging up with one of my international designers. Her name is Natalia Iggy. And I'm going to be crowned Miss New York. I'll be the first queen Miss New York. Thank you so much. And it's a great platform to be on because it wasn't based on just me modeling. It was based on what I do in the community. I don't want people to just see me for walking, but for knowing me, for doing all that I do.
Mhm.
So it's such an honor. And she's a breast cancer survivor.
Okay.
So-
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's just a lot of fun. I can't wait for everybody to get to meet her and hear her story.
Mhm.
And from there, we're now partnering around and we're going to be doing a lot of adult pageants and
Okay.
as well as Miss Little USA and New York pageants.
Nice.
So we want to empower women around the world that you can do it all. Doesn't have to stop because you became a mom early or because you have cancer. The fight is always going to be here. It's just time to motivate and push.
And push on.
That's right.
That's very inspiring. Thank you so much, Miss Nunu.
Thank you. Guys.
I just wanted to touch on one more thing, charity.
Yes.
So
Oh yes.
speak about your charity involvement.
I lost my aunt 2 years ago. And her name on Facebook was Starlight.
Mhm.
When she died, she was working with an autistic child, severely autistic, nonverbal like my son.
Mhm.
And she had a connection with him that the mother couldn't even understand that she didn't even have with her son. And that's just the type of people that we've always been. We always wanted to help.
Mhm.
And with me doing so much autism awareness things, I used to give my money to Autism Speaks and, American Society of Autism of, New York.
Mhm.
And I'm like, well, I don't know where my money is going or where the money that I'm raising is going. So I
Mhm.
decided to open up a charity in honor of my aunt, called Starlight Charity, to utilize the money that we receive to continue to do parties every year for awareness of autism. And now it'll be breast cancer awareness as well as autism and heart disease.
Okay,
So it has now
okay, so
grown.
you're expanding.
expanding.
See, that's great. I mean, the fact that you're giving back to the community, citing awareness on the reality of these conditions in the community and within our homes. Everybody wants to, especially when it comes to autism, they want to keep it a secret. Or,
Yes.
that's
They're
not my
embarrassed.
child.
A lot of people are
But
embarrassed.
it shouldn't. It's not an embarrassing moment. God doesn't put anything on you that you can't handle.
Exactly.
You can handle anything, and if you choose not to, then definitely put it in someone's hands who will provide that child with love. And because they didn't ask to be born with autism or cancer, there's a lot of children with cancer. They didn't ask for these things, so
Right.
we got to start loving and bringing awareness and
Yes.
stop keeping it a secret, because a lot of children can excel in autism if parents face the fact that
Earlier.
it's a possibility, and now you can provide them with the
Yeah,
training.
early intervention is something that all parents should look into. If you feel like your child is delayed by any means necessary, it may not be autism, it may just be speech impairment, but you won't know. That's not your call to make. It's you have to be acceptable for anything. Just like if your child comes home and says they're gay, you have to understand that that child is an individual, and you still have to love your child. It's still your child regardless. So I just want more parents to open up and look at the fact that these things are happening in this world, and we're not just one parent. There's a lot of us out here, and there's a lot of support groups to help that too.
Okay, so what advice, do you have any more questions?
No, I'm
for
listening.
Pamela J?
I'm listening. I'm just taking it all in.
Right. Any advice that you would give to a mom who feels like, there's no turning and they're trapped and,
They need to seek help as well. It's not just hard for the child, especially if the parent is, not acceptable of their child's condition. It's unhealthy for both parties. They need to get help. They need to get the support that they need from other women who may be going through the same situation. It might not be autism. It might be muscular dystrophy, or your child might have Down syndrome, or whatever the case may be. They need to be more awareness. That's why more women need to empower each other. Because as mothers, we are nurturers. You got to be able to educate.
Mhm.
And if we're not educated, then how will we know? So I would tell a mom if you feel some type of way, reach out, ask for help. There's hotlines for it. There's support groups. Like I said, early intervention is the best thing you can ever do, because then they give you a social worker to help you figure these things out.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Nuno. Thank you for coming on the show
Thank you.
and letting us into a little bit of your life.
Thank you so much. You guys are awesome.
So are you. Thank you. Yay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. She's good.
Oh, y'all, I'm ready.
You
We're
know,
about
to go.
to be- we're gonna-
That's all.
I'll introduce you guys.
Oh,
We can't. Is it song?
I hear some.
are we live on the radio? What
Are we live?
are we?
Step one.
We can't.
Step one.